Hi and welcome to this video. My name is Damien Gold and I'm here to talk about the all-important question, why is this happening to me? How many times have you asked yourself that? Often enough, I know that I did whenever something was happening that I didn't really find that funny or fun or that I wasn't enjoying that much. So, yeah, isn't that the question that we are asking ourselves quite often? You know, is someone punishing us? Is this some kind of a joke? How did I earn this? I must have made mistakes in my past life or in this life. Or. There are so many things that we think are the reason that things are happening to us. But actually, to be able to explain to you why things are really happening to you as they are, I need to start somewhere else, and that is about the nature of the universe. So, the nature of the universe is vibration, vibration, vibration. And that sounds really strange. But I'll try to explain that in the best way that I can. Everything you see, even if it looks solid to you, is actually vibration. If you know some, and people know, like there are people that know about it much more than I do, but if you know something about quantum physics, about the some atomic particles that everything is made of, all reality is made of as we see it, um, these particles are actually um, behaving in a very strange way. They are existing and non-existing, and existing and non-existing, existing and non-existing in a very rapid manner. So in like split, I don't know, thousands, millions of a second, they um, exist, non-exist, exist, non-exist, exist, non-exist. So in a way, they are a vibration. So because these building blocks of everything around us, of every atom, of every subatomic particle, are existing and non-existing, existing, non-existing, existing, non-existing. Everything that looks solid to us is actually on a subatomic level vibrating, existing and non-existing in a rapid succession. So the funny thing is, like, I know how it is when someone tells this to you. It doesn't mean much. You think this is like, it could be nonsense, it could be not, you can look it up or not. It doesn't really matter that much because I know from my own experience that when I first heard about it, I was like, I'm not sure. But I was doing a Vipassana retreat. This is like 10-day retreat when you meditate more than 8 hours a day, and they teach you a technique of meditation where you watch your sensations on your body. And this is actually the technique that Buddha used to experience himself that like actually what he experienced at that time is this that the quantum physics are experiencing now, and that is that these subatomic particles are existing and non-existing in rapid succession, so that everything is vibration. But he experienced it. He didn't see it somewhere else, but he experienced it on himself by watching, by really, really focusing greatly on his sensations until he went to the subatomic level and saw this or experienced this. And this is like supposedly what made the enlightenment happen within him, because he finally understood the matter, like how the universe works. So, and for me, even that, the story, it's a good story, so you can believe it or not, it doesn't really matter. For me, what changed the scales was while I was doing this retreat, this Vipassana retreat, on the fifth day of it's really, you're sitting for an hour on one point and you shouldn't move at all. So it's a really painful, uncomfortable experience, or at least it was for me. And I um at a moment, like at the end of an hour, I experienced on myself, watching my own sensations, I experienced on myself for the first time that my body didn't feel solid to me anymore. I felt it melt. I felt vibrations, vibrations, vibrations everywhere. I felt like there were only a few solid points in my body, but all the rest was very, very fine vibrations. So in that moment, I knew for myself that this has to be true, what they're talking about, what Buddha was talking about, and what the quantum physics are talking about. So, and why is this important? Because our physical senses do not see that. Our physical senses are made so that we can see what is practical to us. We see everything as solid matter, and that is fine. That is really good and important. I mean, even knowing that everything is vibration won't help you go through a wall. Don't try that. Just no, it won't help you because it has a solidity in itself, but still it is vibrating on a subatomic level. But why this is important is that you have to imagine that the reality that you are seeing with your physical senses, that you see, hear, smell, sense, and touch, is not everything. There are a lot of things that are there that you cannot experience with your physical senses. Like of them from physics, of infrared light, ultraviolet light, ultrasound, X-rays, radiation. Those are all things that you can't really experience with your senses, but they do exist. You know that your dog can hear sounds that you cannot hear. So there is a lot about this vibrational universe that you do not know about, that you cannot know about if you focus only on your physical senses. It is impossible. So the important thing is to know is that your thoughts as well are vibration. Whenever you think a thought, you send a vibration. And this has enormous implications because your thought is as real as everything else that you see. So when you think a thought, it vibrates, it sends out a vibration, and the universe responds to that thought. So all the thoughts are vibrating. They have a vibrational fingerprint to them. There is no such thing as an idle thought. So that wouldn't be a problem if there wasn't a law of the universe that is commonly known in different circles as the law of attraction. And the law of attraction says what is like to itself is drawn. Or in other words, what is alike is, it goes into streams and is drawn together. Just birds from the same feather are drawn together, you could say. It's that if you are, in a simple terms, if you are thinking positive thoughts, if you're focused on positive things in your life, then it can really happen, or it will happen to you, that you get more and more positive things happening in your life. Because if you're focused on positive things, more and more positive things would happen in your life. But think about it. Look about your own life experience. Look about the people that you know of. Do you know the chronic complainers that only see the worst in things, and they have, like, they speak about their problems and they have more problems, and they speak about more about their problems, and they get worse problems, and they speak about those worst problems, and then more of those worst problems happen. And this is what I'm talking about. This is the law of attraction and it works. As it works, if you focus on negative things, more negative things will happen in your life. If you focus on positive things, more positive things will happen in your life. And that is why it is extremely important in which direction you focus your thoughts. Like, many people think they don't even have much um, power or focus. They think they are, they're just so much reacting to life as it happens. They're reacting to the conditions that they perceive with their physical senses, that they think that this is what they have to do. They see something and they don't like it, and then they feel negative emotion, and then they think like this is normal, and we think this is normal because we saw, from when we were children, we saw all the grown-ups. They are, they live that way. They see negative things, they talk about negative things, and then, and we think we don't have a choice. Most people think they do not have a choice to feel differently or focus differently than what they are observing in that moment. But the truth is, actually, we are in every moment of our lives creating our own reality. Just if you know from psychology or from physiology, our senses are picking up billions of information per second, but what actually comes to our brain is just a small part of it. There's just a very, very small part of it that we actually perceive. Um, and that is what our focus is. Our if I don't want to talk about physiology so much, but that is the power of focus, because everything you see, every situation you live, every person you meet has positive and negative aspects in them. And it is totally up to you if you focus on the negative things or on the positive things. And yeah, so this is one aspect of it. So this is the answer to the question, and why are these things happening to me? Is because you are attracting them with your thoughts, with the power of your focus. Because when you focus on feeling vulnerable, if you focus on feeling insecure, then you will attract more situations that increase this belief of vulnerability, or this belief of whatever else you're focused on. So this is really important. And also why it is important is that the universe is reacting to your vibration of your thought, the way you feel about the thought you're thinking, and not what you say, not what not the smile on your face that you put. You can't fake. You can't fake it. The universe knows how. The law of attraction reacts to your vibration. So it's just when you think a thought and you feel negative emotion while thinking that thought, the law of attraction will bring you more of such thoughts, and then you'll think more in that direction and more in that direction until you get manifestations of things happening that match that vibration. So if you feel vulnerable, the probability is high that you will um, have a situation that will enhance this vulnerability, feeling of vulnerability. You will cut yourself, or you will see someone that is in a bad situation, or you will have a bad situation yourself. So it is as easy as that. The vibrational universe is a thing you have to know of if you want to have deliberate control of how you of your life experience, of how you attract things that come into your life. Because actually, it is possible when you practice a positive vibration, when you practice your focus on focusing on positive things in your life, it is quite possible that you start attracting more and more, or it's not possible, it is a certainty that you attract more and more things into your life that you actually desire, that you actually want to have in your life. And you start attracting less and less of the things that you do not want into your life. Because this is an attraction-based universe. It is a vibrational universe, and it is an attraction-based universe. So what does that mean? It means that if you say to something that you want something and you feel good about it, you are asking that thing to come into your experience. But if you are looking at something and you don't want it, and you're saying, no, don't come to my life experience, that thing that I don't want, you're actually inviting it into your life experience. Because the more you think about the things you do not want, the more you focus on that. It's the power of your focus that invites more of that. So you might be thinking maybe even but I'm thinking about money all the time. Why don't I have more money? Well, the reason is, if you are thinking about money and you're feeling bad while thinking about it, if you're thinking about money and you're feeling great, you feel wonderful, you feel the flow, you're like, yes, I'm great, then you should be like, if you were feeling like that, you would have more money. But if you're if you're thinking about money and you feel you don't have enough of it, you need more of it, you feel the yearning, the need of it, then actually you're not focused on the topic of money, you're focused on the lack of money. So what you're attracting into your experience is more of the lack of money. You're attracting actually the opposite of the thing that you want to attract. So this is really important to know. This is also really important to know that by the way that you feel, you can always know if you are focused on your desire or if you're focused in the opposition of your desire. If, like, for example, in the topic of money, your desire, of course, is to have more money. This is a natural desire. Everyone has this desire. But if you feel bad about money, if you think about money and you feel bad, or if you feel discomfort on any level, then you are not really thinking about money. You are thinking about the lack of it. And then you have to see how you can change your vibration when you're thinking about money. How can you change your beliefs about money so you can let more money flow into your life experience? So this was a lot, and it was a lot for the first day, but maybe I'm gonna leave it at that. So I would really appreciate it if you watched this video, and if you have any questions, if something is unclear, or if you have a different opinion, or whatever, just leave me a comment and ask me the question, and I'll try to either write you back or make another video and explain it in a more sophisticated way, because this is just my first video that is talking about why are things happening the way they're happening. And I think it is essential to know for your life experience if you want to become deliberate in what kind of life you're living, if you want to have a satisfied life or not so satisfied life. So if you like this video, like it, feel free to like it. As I said, feel free to comment it, and of course to share it. And yeah, if you're interested in topics like this, also leave me a message or write me, so I can invite you when I make more videos. Or I also am planning on having a session when I'm going live, and then I can answer some questions live through. Oh, okay. The video just stopped, but I was finishing anyway. So thank you very much for watching, and have a wonderful weekend. Bye bye.